Ladies and gents, thank you for joining me for another reaction. Today I want to react to one of my favorite metal vocalists, and that's Edu Falaschi. Comes from country of Brazil, which has produced in the past 3 decades a lot of great metal bands and a lot of great melodic power metal and progressive power metal bands. Maybe some of you might not consider him as good as Andre Matos technically, who also comes from Brazil and is the Brazilian legendary power metal singer, who died a few years ago, unfortunately. However, I really like Edu Falaschi. Like, if I have to compare Angra singers, I would say Edu Falaschi is my favorite singer. I prefer him a little bit over Andre Matos, and definitely I prefer him over Fabio Leone, who both are also great singers in their own league. However, I just like the Edu's tone, his vocal passages, the soft ones, the high-pitched ones. Now, I have to say that Edu Falaschi's peak was around the Rebirth and Temple of Shadow albums by Angra. That's when really I felt it was his peak, and maybe in earlier years as well, before he joined Angra. Also, check out his video when he's singing some Iron Maiden songs. I think he had some vocal issues, and in the last two Angra albums, especially the last Angra album, Aqua, his vocal performance was not that great. In Alma as well, his other project, he had, like, at the beginning he had great vocal performances, but towards the last two albums they down-tuned the tuning of the guitars so that his vocals would not be too restrained. However, since he formed his solo project under his own name, Edu Falaschi, by the way, they released two albums, Veracruz in 2021 and El Dorado in 2023, both very good albums, have really great technical power metal in there, so I really suggest you check those albums if you haven't. I noticed that his vocal performance has really improved. I'm not sure if he was doing some training, some rehabilitation, he was taking care of his diet, his voice or something, but really his vocals are back. I wouldn't say it's back to his ultimate peak. His vocals are now really good. And by the way, if you haven't checked his performance of the Temple of Shadows album with his own band, Edu Falaschi, live a few years back, that's one of my favorite concerts ever, so do check that out. Now today I want to react to a single from the upcoming album Mirage, which is the third full-length album, which should be released on June 12, 2026. So far, two singles have been released. One of them is Mirage and the other is Unchained. Unchained has been released, I think, yesterday, and Mirage has been released 2 weeks ago approximately. I want to react to Mirage because I haven't checked it out. It's featuring Veronica Bordacchini, whom I think I don't know. Let me check who she is. So she's the vocalist of Flesh God Apocalypse. I know the band by name. Not sure if I heard any music. It's an Italian death metal, symphonic death metal band. Okay, so we'll see. Maybe there will be some growling. I don't know, or maybe some operatic vocals. We'll see. So I want to react to Mirage. You'll see I'm very excited because, as I said, I'm familiar with Alma, with Angra, with Edu Falaschi, with his live performances, so I'm really into this music, and I really like his music, his vocals, so I'm really excited to see what they've brought this time, especially that I know that the first two albums Edu Falaschi released in his solo project were, again, really great. So let's dive into Mirage. Before we dive in, we have Eduardo or Edu Falaschi on vocals, Fabio Laguna on keyboards, Diogo Mafra on guitars, Roberto Barros or Barros on guitars, Achilles Priester, the great drummer, former Angra drummer, he played in Hangar, I think his own band before, one of my also favorite drummers, Rafael Dafras on bass. All of them are really great musicians, really technical. The bassist, the guitarist, Achilles Priester, the drummer, the keyboardist, and Edu is a great singer as well. So I'm really excited. Let's jump into Mirage by Edu Falaschi. Let's do this. Feeling some oriental vibe. Well, it makes sense. Mirage. Oh, Arabic writing. Nice. Pretty heavy. That looks like Baghdad, old Baghdad, maybe from the Abbasid Empire. It looks like Baghdad in Assassin's Creed Mirage, if you ever played the game. Woo! power metal. Bass. Nice vocals. That's the lady, Veronica. The female vocals really fit this scale of music, this oriental vibe, you know. You can feel the, you know, the the Arabian Tales, the Thousand and One Nights. It really fits. It really fits. It's a good choice to bring Veronica along to sing, and her voice is really nice. I don't think I've ever heard her vocals before. Really nice, and it reminds me a little bit of Knights of Arabia from Camelot. I'm getting these vibes because there's a female vocalist there in the middle of the song. In general, I feel some Camelot vibes from the Fourth Legacy era and maybe the Karma era, which is really good because I love those albums. And I'm not sure if Edu got the inspiration to go back to this sound. Of course, I feel the Brazilian touch or the Angra Alma Edu touch there. Achilles Priester drumming there, doing those great things, the great riffage. And the production is really good, and it's on the heavier side. Like the power metal, I love, also with that heavier edge, which is perfect for me. Nice part here. See, like I really like the vocals here, and really Edu has you know, has been resurrected. As I said, he had some vocal issues many years back, but you can notice it's still not. And I'm not criticizing him. I mean, age. It's hard to maintain the power metal vocals. It's really hard. Many vocalists, great vocalists. I don't want to name anyone, but you know what I'm talking about. Many of your favorite power metal bands. You know, with time, it's hard to keep that same level when they were like 20 and 18 and 25 and 30, you know. But he's doing a good job, but you can feel it's not, you know, that you know, it's not Acid Rain in Angra, or it's not Spread Your Fire. You can still feel it's, you know, just a little bit of difference, but still really good. And I'm happy I'm hearing this because it really sounds good. He's doing a good job. Let's see if we'll get some shred solos. Arabic style. Woo! Love the sound. Woo! Yeah, Brazilian power metal here. Now it's getting a little bit of proggy, progressive. Is that the keyboard? Nice shredding. It sounds like the keyboard, not sure though. But these sound like guitar bends. Maybe it's a guitar with this kind of effect. It's a guitar, I think. That's the second guitarist. Not sure who's playing which, Barosh or the other guy. I don't know their styles that much to differentiate, but I guess that's the other guy playing now. I love this part. I am though missing some, you know, some of these really high stuff. They fit here. They make it even more epic, you know. They push these songs to the legendary level. I'm missing that only from Edu here. If he could do some stuff, we'll see. Maybe towards the end there is something, some surprise. Although again, I really love the vocals. I love this part now, as I said many times. But I'm just missing those really intense, shrieky, super high pitched, you know, vocals sometimes at the end of the phrase, you know, to give it that strong impact. Love the drums. The rhythm is really cool, the guitar and the drums together. So we don't get like a glorious ending. I want to hear something like that. Nice. Overall, really nice song. Really nice, really quality. I love the oriental vibe, as I said. The drums, the rhythm, the vocals, everything's really good. I really like the song. And I would say this is playlist. A nice addition to my playlist. And it's been some time since, you know, I've added power metal songs. Last time I added Northdale, if you check my previous reactions, like 1-2 weeks ago. So this one is the playlist. I really like it, and I want to go back and check the first two albums because I've listened to them, but it's been a long time. So I want to check them out. I do remember some tracks like Landahoy, Tintochitlan, or what is it called? Let's see. I forgot. I know Landahoy, Tenochtitlan. This one I really like. Yeah, I've heard the albums, but I want to listen to them again because there are songs I don't remember that much. But I remember they're like really quality albums, as I said. So yeah, this is playlist. I'm glad I've checked this out, and let me know if I should react to the new single, Unchained, I believe it's called. And overall, let me know which are your favorite Edu Falaschki songs. Which Angra songs, Alma songs, Hanger songs you like. I haven't checked Hanger, by the way. I know Alma pretty well. I haven't checked Hanger, so if there's anything I should react to from Hanger, let me know. Anything from the Brazilian heavy power metal scene, progressive, anything you think I should check out, which I might not know, let me know. I'll consider making a reaction for that. So I hope you enjoyed this reaction, and thank you for taking the time to join me on this reaction. I really appreciate your time. Consider hitting the like and subscribe button to support the channel. Leave your comments below. Click on the bell to receive the notifications for new videos, and I'll see you in the next one.